welcome back. Today we have our ballot measures. These ballot measures have important issues that the American people voted on. Now, not all states have ballot measures. Most states didn't have ballot measures. But these states, mostly California, had a lot of ballot measures that really shaped up the state. We're going to take a look here. So seeing a lot of liberal ballot measures taking place, we're thinking, and not on all the abortion referendums, not one ballot measure voted to ban abortion, but to keep it. So we'll take a look at these elections in each state when it comes to abortion being the number one issue when it comes to these measures and other issues that that come around. Let's take a look here. The first one being California. California voted for the constitutional right for reproductive freedom. The act, if Roe v. Wade should be overturned in California. A good handful of Californians voted no on that, voting yes to reproductive freedom, 66%. Well, no, just 33%. This was, and you will see even some Republican counties, well, over here, South California too, even north of California, this county used to go to Trump twice. But only a few counties, like 15 counties, voted no. 33%, and that's more rural California. As we know, the South and the west of California, very pro-choice. They're going to support. They're going to say yes to reproductive freedom. Next, we have the expansion of tribal casino gambling and sports betting. So, expanding gambling into Native American land. Basically, many said no to that. 68%. More Republican counties said no to that. More conservative counties, as you'll see that lost. Actually, I don't think it's more political. You could see San Francisco went a little on the top, but you'll see more of it light colored. So this isn't really political. You just vote yes or no. 68% voted no to this. While yes, only 31. So there will not be any expansion of tribal casino gambling and sports betting in Native American lands. So the next one that would allow online and mobile sports wagering initiative, constitutional amendment, and statute. 83% said no to this. Imperial County, that's a huge guess, but they voted no. Well, that's the less. Less people in Imperial County voted yes to this. While this county, I believe this is Nevada County, more people voted there for a huge no. 83% voting no to this. We have the required funding for arts education. This having majority of Californians voting yes to this, 64%. No, just 35%. We have 5 counties in Northern California that voted no to this. Once again, this would mean raising taxes to support arts education, educate whether it comes to art classes or gym classes or music, arts, something like that. This would raise taxes on that. 64% saying yes to this. No, just 35%. When it comes to here. Requires on-site licensed medical professional at kidney dialysis clinics and establishes other state requirements. So this here requires on-site licensed medical professional at kidney dialysis clinics and establishes other requirements. So requiring medical professional. And some of this is beyond my knowledge. It very technical, so it's going to be very hard for me to explain what this is. What I can tell you is many of Californians disagreed with this. 69% saying no to this, and just yes, only 30%. Now you'll see, I notice here more conservative counties voted no, and while Imperial County right here, a more Democrat county, Los Angeles County, and Sacramento, and the lighter ones, they voted no, but not as aggressively as more conservative counties did. So this was more of a no for 69%. Tax on income above $2 million for zero-emission vehicles and wildfire prevention initiative. So, putting the tax on the income above $2 million for zero-emission and vehicles and wildfire prevention initiative, 58% saying no to that. Just yes, 41%. And yes, that will mean that to raise the tax a little bit. Yeah, more liberal counties you'll see voted. This holds Sacramento. Huge guess. Referendum on the 2020 law that would prohibit the retail sale of certain flavored tobacco products. Now, many Californians voting yes on this. So this would prevent and prohibit some businesses to sell certain tobacco products. 62% of Californians supported this, while 37% said no. And I notice here more conservative counties said no to this. Why? Well, once again, conservatives are very libertarian. They believe you should tread on someone's gun rights, you shouldn't tread on someone's land, you shouldn't tread on someone's private life, you shouldn't tread on some blah 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 blah. So basically you're treading on someone's tobacco. They're gonna vote no. While not all conservative counties voted no, it's pretty close here. A lot of conservatives voted yes to this. Whoops, Colorado, you're not yet. Many conservatives voted yes to this here. Even some parts of Northern California over here, they voted yes. So 62% saying no to this here. We take a look at Colorado. State of Colorado, wine sales and grocery and convenience stores initiative. Only 50%. This was a very close one. 50% voted yes to this. This would mean that it is legal to that stores or shops that sell beer. They sell beer, they can put wine, and they can sell wine also. They said yes. No, only 49. This was a very close election. This time, more liberals are saying yes. You guys can sell wine. More conservatives are saying no, according to the map. Alcohol Delivery Service Initiative. Another alcohol. No, just 51%. More conservatives pushing, saying no to this. Yes, just 48%. So, alcohol delivery service is illegal in Colorado as of 2022 when they voted for this. No, 51%. Illinois, the Lincoln State. The right to collective bargaining. Once again, the right to earn money, like on the streets. That's as far as I'm grasping my knowledge on. 58% is saying yes. More liberal counties, and even some conservative counties in central Illinois saying yes to this. So 58%, the right to collective bargaining. No, just 41%. Kansas. Now this kind of shook me up a little bit. Kansas has passed a lot of pro-life laws and a lot of anti-abortion laws. And I kind of assumed, well, 60% of Kansans voted for Trump, they must like this. Well, not at all. They did not like this. And that's something we kind of forget. Kansas is very libertarian, just like Montana, just like Alaska. They believe you shouldn't take anyone's guns. You don't have the right to. They also, just like guns, you don't have the right to seize anyone's gun. You don't have the right to dictate of how a woman does with her body. According to Kansans right here. I sort of knew, and when I've heard, right when Roe v. Wade was overturned in June, Kansans were putting up a big fight about it. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is probably going to be close here. I was thinking a 50-49 or a 50-50. Nope! Majority, a whopping 59% voted answer this question. Should there be Kansas constitutional right to abortion or to require the government funding of abortion? No. They said no. There shouldn't be a there shouldn't be no Kansas. There should be a Kansas constitutional right to abortion. I had to read that a little bit. Make sure. There should be a Kansas right to abortion and require the funding of abortion. Majority saying 59% saying no on this. Which goes out to show, wow, yeah, these Kansans are pretty much all of them. Most of them are pretty much Trump supporters, but they are pro-choice Trump supporters. They also believe the women, what they should do with their body, etc. Big pro-choice advocates. And of course, you see Douglas County, Johnson County, and Wyandotte County. They're the three main Democrat counties. You typically just vote Democrat. We're not used to seeing all these more greenish counties vote no to this. Kentucky, you have the same thing. Should the Constitution of Kentucky protect human life and no require funds to abortion? 52% said no. And once again, Kentucky, very pro-life state when it comes to the government. They protect, but the people, no. People are trying to put up a big fight up against it. 52% saying no to this, not as aggressive as Kansas. Kentucky, just people that are saying yes are just 47%. And I noticed, and according to this map, there have been like this county right here. This voted 70% for Trump. It went pro-choice, and that comes to show that not all Democrats support abortion, but Republicans, probably half the Republican Party supports abortion too. So taking a look here, a very aggressive map here. We have Frankfurt, somewhere around here. Frankfurt, Louisville, these darker ones. The whole big cities are going to vote definitely for that. Maryland, another state. Cannabis legalization of adult use and possession. Just saying yes to this is 67%. No, Garrett County, I believe this is Garrett County, said no, 32%. To this law of the cannabis legalization. Michigan, you have a couple here. The legislative term limits and financial disclosure amendments. Just 66% saying yes to this. As it looks like according to the map. No, just 33% when it comes to this. Right to voting policies amendment. The right to with voting policies. More of a liberal law. Just yes to 59%. This would mean the right to mail-in vote when it comes to this. A lot of them saying yes, 59%, pretty much of a landslide, and a huge yes to this. No, just conservatives, 40% voting no to this. And finally, we have the Right to Reproductive Freedom Initiative. 56% of Michiganders said yes to this. Well, no, just 43%. I kind of knew Michigan would be more of a pro-choice state because, you know, Detroit and Lansing and just bigger population. Although the state has passed some pro-life laws, and it was predicted by some sources to ban abortion. I kind of knew. I did not see it, Michigan banning abortion. It's like Minnesota, but Minnesota being slightly more aggressive than Michigan. Now we have the state of Missouri. Marijuana legalization initiative, just 53% saying yes to this. And this is kind of shocking. Now Missouri is going to legalize marijuana. The context of it, is it going to be medical, or is it going to be just marijuana? And I'm like, okay, I don't really, if it's medical, okay, but why would you want to legalize marijuana in general? So 53%, you'll see here, so we're so used to seeing St. Louis County, this county right here, and this county right here, just vote Democrat. We got these counties spreading over here, this county, this is going down, and we have Jefferson City sitting right here. So it sounds like the metro areas of Jefferson City, Kansas City, and St. Louis are now just spreading with the liberal population marijuana legalization. And majority of people think medical marijuana should be legal. And this is probably just the case. Missouri being a big conservative state, I was kind of surprised to see marijuana legalization in this rank. So, we'll see how this goes. Oregon! The Right to Healthcare Amendment. Now, to clarify, this is not abortion. This is the right to healthcare as in funding for healthcare, you know, the usual healthcare stuff. 50% saying yes. Supposedly, this doesn't mean raising taxes, so that's why we have a lot of Oregonders saying no. And Oregonders, majority of Oregonders, do not like their taxes. They're like New Hampshire. They are conservative and they're libertarian. Conservative at heart, but liberal in mind. Well, other way around. Whatever you want to put it. They really want, in general, the government, yes, we love to raise your taxes. People, not so much. So they really put up a fight to this. No, 49%, 50%. We know a lot of people from Portland, so then they're going to go out and they're going to say yes to this. And that's what we're seeing here. 50%, just 1 point. Not as aggressive as like New York or California would possibly vote. To remove slavery as punishment for crime from the Constitution Amendment. Now this one I do not understand. I mean, slavery. Okay, we know slavery is illegal. And every state, it is wrong. It's unconstitutional to use someone, for your own benefit. So taking a look here, probably have to look this one up more. So according to the wording, you remove slavery. You're going to remove slavery from the punishment from the Constitution Amendment. So originally, slavery was a punishment for crime on the Oregon Constitution Amendment, and we're suggesting to remove it. Therefore, okay. I could tell not much people really cared about this. This wasn't really much of a controversial issue. I still don't get it. I'm trying to look it up, but we are seeing 55 people vote, 55% of Oregonians vote yes, and that's more of the liberal population. And then we see people voting no, and that's more of the conservative population, 44%. So I don't really understand what the big fuss is. This is going to pop up in other elections too. So, yeah, it amends the Oregon Constitution to remove slavery as a punishment of crime. And if anyone could explain that for me, what the big deal is, because we know slavery is illegal. It is not, it is very punishable. Why why are we banning, why is this even on the ballot? So yeah, and to see it more of a big deal. So, exclusion from re-election for legislative and absenteeism initiatives. Well, I personally don't think this is more of a political issue. Yeah, sure, more liberal counties are voting yes than conservative. So, this one here says, as I look this up, it amends the Oregon Constitution to disqualify legislators with 10 unexcused absences from serving their next term. So basically, preventing the disqualifying legislators with 10 unexcused absences. So preventing them from serving another term. From serving their next term. So yep. That is going to be a 68%, so that is they're going with it in Oregon. 68% saying yes, 31% saying no. Now we have a case involving guns. Another important issue, I find abortion and guns to be very interesting. They're both issues. Democrats don't want their abortion rights being taken away. Republicans don't want their gun rights being taken away. That's generalizations, just to let you know. But that's, goes both ways. The Oregon voting changes to firearm ownership and purchase requirements initiative. Now, if you guys do not know, Oregon's a pretty good gun state. You can carry a gun in Oregon. Once again, and people come and go. Their opinions might shift. But 50% saying yes to the changing the firearm ownership, meaning, as I'm looking here, changes Oregon state statutes regarding firearm ownership and purchase requirements. So, changes these requirements when it comes to this. Once again, a pro-gun control objective. We're taking a look here. 50% saying yes, and you'll see that's more liberal areas. No, a lot of Oregon counties voted no, and even some counties that typically voted liberal, like these counties. Up here is a good example. They voted no. But the majority of Oregonders went with this, 50%, so that is in place. Vermont amends the Vermont Constitution to ban slavery as punishment for crime. Another of this. Yes, 88% voting yes to this. No, 11%. And then here is another abortion issue. Amends the Vermont Constitution to add a right to reproductive autonomy. This issue says, if voted yes, will mean people in Vermonters will have a right to an abortion, mainly Vermontian women, would have a right to an abortion. 76% voted yes to this. No, just 23%. Every county in Vermont voted yes. Just like Essex County right here, a county that voted for Trump twice, had also voted yes to this, but not as hard as the other counties. West Virginia, we never got to interview you in our elections, and you didn't really you had your House representative elections, but you also had a couple ballots. So, the clarification of the judiciary's role in impeachment proceedings amendment, that's 57% voting for that. While yes, 57% voting no for the clarification of the judiciary role in impeachment. Yes, just 42%, as you see here on the panhandle here. In every West Virginia county votes Republican, so you'll see that there's different opinions shifting around. Another one, the Property Tax Modernization Amendment, 64% say no. Yes, just 35%, and that's from Beckley County, I believe. I can call you Beckley County. The property tax, basically taxing more for your property, and overwhelmingly, a lot of West Virginians voted no. Like, no. 64% saying no. 35%, yeah, from everywhere, mostly from Beckley County, voting yes. Incorporation of churches or religious denominations amendment. So, this basically would incorporate, from my understanding, different churches, but it depends on what they're using for the term incorporate for. But as we see here, there is, this holds Charleston. So Charleston, right here, voted no. And you'll see in parts of the Panhandle, up here, let's see, 6 counties voted yes, 45%, no, just 54%. Education Accountability Amendment. Accountability meaning, I don't know, yeah, as you know, it's a law that you all have to go to school in the United States. It is very wrong to keep your kid at home. Unless you're doing homeschool, you have to be receiving education somewhere. But basically, this would amend the state constitution to require the State Board of Education to submit policies to the legislature to approve, amend, or repeal. This was defeated by a 16-point margin, once again. And that is it! I do not have my... Well, let's see if I can go back here. That is it. Thank you all for watching this video. And as usual, I'll see you all in the next political episode.